And then you decide the thing that's in my mind. Oh, need to know you can't be wasting all your days wondering why I just can't contain my troubled waters. I think I'm in the mud. Let me you decide. That is my mind to know. I need to know. Baby, your skin like porcelain, like candy, and makes it I love it. Get rubbing when you get attention. They fly one thing and see your lifeline to everything. You see me all your days. You just won't get it. Welcome to another video. I haven't talked about my New York Knicks in a long time, so you already know what to talk about right now. Listen, let me tell you something. In less than a month, the Knicks season begins, and I'm very excited. But, I stumbled across this video on YouTube. It is called "The Knicks Are the Least Confusing Team in the NBA Because They Just Stink." I mean, at the end of the day, Knicks get clicks. So you're going to have people like Zach Lowe. Now, I haven't seen this video, by the way, so I could be wrong. But you're going to have people on the internet talking about the Knicks and how we suck and giving the same tired jokes. The Knicks haven't won anything in the last 20 years. We've won a playoff series, by the way. But, I just say this. Listen, we're supposed to stink. This is a rebuilding year. And I'm excited. We got Mitchell Robinson. We got R.J. Barrett, Ignas Brazdeikis, Kevin Knox II, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina. Like, these are guys that they should be playing 30 minutes at least, 25-plus minutes a game. And we're going to see how we do. Damian Dodson. And we got a Julius Randle guy who you don't know, man. Like, he keeps getting better. So I'm going to let this play, and I'm going to chime in. Oh.
According to Zach Lowe, before the break we paid you part one of Zach's magnum opus on the Knicks, but here I would like to present you with the conclusion. Take a listen.
Really feel, Zach. As a New Yorker, I'm getting fed up. I'm so envious of Los Angeles. The weather is amazing, and it's not only is it the basketball capital of the world in the summer because all the players live here, now both teams are awesome at the same time. And the Nets, fine. The Nets are a nice story. Durant comes back. The Knicks just suck. Every year they suck. There's no hope for them to not suck. We thought there was hope for them to not suck.
Well, let me tell you something, Zach. They do suck, but guess what? A lot of the reason why the Knicks suck for a long time is because of the media and media members like you. Like I said before, you guys are the same guys that in 2010 wanted Carmelo to join this team. And so we traded everybody, the Hudson River and Danilo Gallinari for Carmelo Anthony, and we were left with Amari and Carmelo. If people forget, in that year in 2010, when Amari signed, that was his first year on the Knicks, the team was really good. They were like 4th, 5th in the East, whatever. They were going to be a playoff team, probably a first-round exit. But we were gradually building. Then we could have signed a Carmelo with that core. But instead, we traded the whole roster for Carmelo, and we ended up, damn, I'm ashy, but we ended up in a position that would stifle us for the future. Bottom line is this. The media has to let the Knicks rebuild. If you're not going to let us rebuild, we're never going to be great, okay? And I'm very thankful we didn't sign KD and Kyrie because I don't think that's going to win a championship. I don't think that core is going to win a championship. I think that core, at best, is a conference finals team. At best. I don't think they'll ever get to the finals with that core. And that's just it. So, like I said before, it's fine. Let's just rebuild. We got a couple years to suck. Giannis is a free agent in 2 years. You never know. But like I said before, we should have never traded Porzingis. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know much about that story. But man, listen, this is a new era. Let's be optimistic and see how things go.
All of last year, the prospect of the Knicks not sucking was dangled before me like I was Tantalus in Greek mythology, and it didn't happen. And now why would you come? I can't wait for the first, like, oh, you know who's going to have cap room for Giannis in 2021? The Knicks. Why?
Touche. But man, like I said before, we're not worried about free agents coming, bro. Like, you don't win NBA championships with just attracting a big, two max guys. Like I said before, I can guarantee you, any Nets fans who are subscribed to my channel, who watch this video, I can guarantee you, the Knicks will still win a championship before the Nets ever do. We'll win our third championship before the Nets ever do. And I guarantee that, bro. Like, that's a guarantee. You don't win championships by just attracting free agents and just going and just doing that. Like I said before, look at the past champions in this league. You got to draft well, and then you might sign a key free agent. You got to do a mixture of both. You got to draft well, you got to sign the right guys. So like I said before, who cares about NBA free agents, bro? Like I said before, honestly, it was a painful experience this past summer, but we did a great job not signing KD. Because he has an Achilles injury. We don't know how he's going to respond, and Kyrie's not a leader. So at the end of the day, let's just go with this young core, support these guys, Mitchell Robb, RJ Barrett, and let's see how things move.
They broke me. The summer broke me. I just want some home playoff series. That's all. I want some home play.
I want some NBA championships. I just don't want home playoff series. Okay? The Nets are going to get that. What I want is a championship. I want a dynasty. So let's build from the ground up, restart, and push forward. Damn, this table's dirty.
And look, if you have Frank Ntilikina, who for France is good, for the Knicks does nothing, Kevin...
Because he doesn't get the minutes.
Knox, Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, 2 Dallas picks. You're going to have your own pick, which is going to be good because you stink again. And you're going to have cap flexibility. That should be good. That should be good. And yet, I'm conditioned now that no one is going to take the cap room and no one is ever going to come. And it's just these guys are going to have to develop, and that's the only path that's going to work. And that's a hard, young guys are really uncertain. I've given up on people coming. I've given up this.
Well, you should, because I have. At the end of the day, who cares? I mean, like I said before, if you build it, they will come. If we build a competent roster like the Clippers did last year, Kawhi will come. Kawhi will come. That's what we got to focus on, developing these guys. And like I said before, with that attitude, it's like, you're just begging to be disappointed. Because like I said before, that's the same attitude that allowed us to give up the kitchen sink and this sweater, jacket, or blazer for Carmelo Anthony, and we only won one playoff series. Okay? I don't just want to have home playoff games. I want to have a championship. I want a dynasty.
The summer broke me. It shouldn't. I'll say, and if Porzingis comes out,
that's what I wanted to ask Matt about.
On fire this year. The fan protests are going to start.
Really ugly.
The fan protests are going to start.
That's facts, though. That's facts. If Kristaps becomes like a superstar with the Mavericks, and he just comes out with guns blazing, I'm going to be fucking pissed. And you don't want me when I'm fucking pissed.
Fast. Because that's what they traded him to get people who didn't come.
I would say if you said that little piece maybe 10 years ago, you might need to be in witness protection, but I really feel like all the fans agree with you. Like, there's no hope there. I said this on the...
That's bullshit. Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to shit on the Knicks. There is hope. We got Mitchell Robinson. We got RJ Barrett, Dennis Smith Jr. We have young guys. They're going to develop. Give it time. Like I said before, I mean, you want to talk about a franchise with no hope? What about the Phoenix Suns? Yeah, they got Devin Booker, but Devin Booker doesn't win games. They got DeAndre Ayton, but DeAndre Ayton, like I said before, he's still developing. At the end of the day, the Knicks have there's two franchises that are worse than the Knicks: the Kings and the Suns. Those are the teams that have no hope. The Kings, to me, they had one lucky season last year. I don't see them, being successful this year. And the Suns suck, bro. Ever since Steve Nash left, they haven't been good. So like I said before, you can come out here and say there's no hope. But like I said before, you guys are getting mesmerized by the fact that, yeah, we didn't have any superstar free agents come here. But like I said before, it's not about that. It's about rebuilding. And there's tons of teams that are rebuilding. The Charlotte Hornets suck. The Charlotte Hornets are a worse franchise than us. The Charlotte Hornets are a team with no hope because they're relying on Terry Rozier. to lead them to the promise and to lead them to a playoff series or lead them to a good standing in the East. Like I said before, like there are worse teams, but you come at us because we're in the biggest market, and that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, don't come out here saying we have no hope. There is hope, but a lot of these Knicks fans are bitches. They just come out here, oh my god, like my pussy hurts, my pussy hurts. Dude, it takes time. Okay, I was not happy that we didn't get anybody in the offseason, but guess what? It's time to move on. And let's go. Let's see these guys develop.
The free agent show in the summertime. They really missed, and people don't believe in the ownership. Guys aren't going to go play there until something changes. Like he mentioned, all the assets they have, and they'll still find a way to be bad. So nothing confuses me about them. I'm hoping to see
allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this core could be good.
Barrett develop into the player we hope he can be and be a star somewhat, but I don't see them making any noise for any time soon.
And let me be clear, I have hope for Knox. I'm not as dispirited by most people about his rookie season. I have Robinson.
Knox got a lot to prove, bro. Knox was not good last year.
And can do things that only one or two human beings in the world can do on a basketball court. Barrett was the 3 pick. We'll see. Like I like those guys could all be.
Fizz?
Those guys could all. Fizz is a good coach, but it's just this summer just all this cap room they're going to have, cap flexibility. I've just given up hope on anyone taking it.
It's weird because I've never seen cap flexibility introduced in a starting lineup, but.
Cap room, because Kevin McHale wants to say good old cap.
Good old cap.
It starts at the top, man. And at top, it's one of the worst.
I mean, look, if you are one of these...
That is true. James Jones is trash.
Smaller market teams that has had to work so hard to build yourself into Utah or Denver or one of these markets, and you watch New York with the television money that the team gets to have come into it, the resources it has, the fan base it has, the arena it has, and as you say, kind of using the small market model of having to develop young players.
Well, just look at who they signed.
How do you
all of those
spend
guys
that much money on power forwards?
Like they all. What I mean,
of $15 million on 4 power forwards.
Now listen, that shit doesn't look good on paper. It really doesn't look good. But like I said before, we're rebuilding. These guys are not going to be here for the majority of their contract. All right, these are trade pieces for contending teams. So, like I said before, Houston might need a Marcus Morris. So we give Marcus Morris for a second-round pick. We're good at drafting right now. I like a lot of the guys we drafted. So let's just give it time, dude. And who knows, man? We could sneak up and get an 8 seed. But like I said before, listen, I like the Randall signing. Bobby Portis is a guy. Tosh Gibson's a guy. Like I said before, we just gotta give it time. Give it time, bro.
I said this. I said this on the podcast. If Fizz is ever worried about his job security, and Fizz is a good coach, but people with the Knicks get fired. That's what happens.
Yeah.
He should run all those guys out with Mitchell Robinson at center and just say, "This is the team. This is the team you
paid for.
Here you go.
Here you go. There
5
you go.
good guys."
And that is the end of Zach's feelings on the New York Knicks.
It's a rough day. Thanks for watching.
So listen. At the end of the day, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The Charlotte Hornets, the Phoenix Suns, the Sacramento Kings are all worse teams. Okay, Sacramento is probably a better team on paper, but they're not making the playoffs. Like I said before, and the Timberwolves are not that good too. So the bottom line is this: it's easy to pick on the Knicks because we're in the biggest market. The Nets got Kyrie and KD, but at the end of the day, let's see in 5 years. In 5 years, I think the Nets will wash away and they'll be irrelevant like they've always been. No offense to any Nets fans, but that's just the bottom line. And listen, the Lakers and Clippers, it does frustrate me that we have the best fan base in the NBA, and we just, I'm just sitting there, I'm seeing Lakers winning championship after championship, and the Clippers are getting good. It is frustrating, but at the end of the day, we just got to believe in this team and this unit. So, like I said before, next season starting in a month, and we'll see. But,